Hello. Hello, K9. Hello, Alex. I saw the title like that. Fair, fair. You guys can hear game audio, yeah.
I suddenly remembered a verse from a poem, but I can't remember the next line.
Is my volume fine compared to the game, or should I lower the game? Hello, Angry. Game is good. Fine for now. Okay. Well, we have a lot to do. We have storyline, and then we also have event. It ends in 7 days, so maybe we should start with this first, and then maybe just relate. I got a cheeseburger, please. Well, let's. Oh. Okay. Go here. There we go. There's so much that we have to do. Well. Yeah. I have to download stuff to play the game. Downloading. There we go. On the day after returning to Lincoln City, I went through the application process to access all available databases in the association. However, the word unikindness was...
Sorry. No relevant data entries can be found. Please use another database and try again.
Oh, is it really nice? Oh, thank you! How... It didn't seem like a secret since Captain Jenna mentioned them before. Are there hidden search results? I try again and type N109 zone.
51 relevant data entries found.
Okay, at least something. Then 109 zone, one of the hubs of technological advancement, was destroyed during the disaster 14 years ago. It became a wasteland. Debut Kainar, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thank you. Hello, Lucaria. Is it a horny game? No. No. It's not horny. It's not horny. What are you talking about? Protofield has engulfed the no-hunt zone, isolating from the outside world. Funnily enough, people in the US made like such a tantrum, or like were hyping up the men and like their bulges, that they had to nerf the bulges of the men. And so now I've seen a couple of videos from like people being like, shh, don't tell them that there's like sexually shit happening in this game, because it's a Chinese game, so like don't tell them what's happening in this game, we'll be a-okay. Totally not horny at all. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they nerfed their bulges because people got horny over them. The protofield has engulfed the no-hunt zone, isolating them from the outside world. Wonders and fog act as natural barriers, rendering this area free from government and the association jurisdiction. So you can eat dogs in the... I don't know what that... Over time, countless misfits and exiles risk their lives to enter the N109 zone. Various factions now exist in an area where violence and crime are the norm. N109 zone is now a lawless place where morality is unheard of. Text continues to appear on the stream. As I quickly skim, my disappointment only grows. All of this is vague information. I wonder I won't find any leads on N9 zone from the association. I sigh and end my search. Suddenly, Tara's face appears in front of me.
Hey! So, how was Snowcrest? Did you have fun?
So horny. Or we will nerf your Yeah. Tara. I grabbed the souvenir I brought back. Tara was amazing. The mountains were beautiful, and there was this.
You actually remembered?
She happily accepts the souvenir and then
I noticed you were looking into the N109 zone. Got a new mission already? That's a place even veteran hunters won't touch. Shouldn't Captain Jenna be extra prepared before heading in?
The few people involved in Anakanis and District N109, the better. I hesitate for a moment, then beat around the bush. I was just curious. Even if Captain Jenna gave me a mission in person, I wouldn't accept it.
I see. But I heard the people in the N109 zone are too busy cleaning up their own mess. They won't be causing trouble anytime soon.
What do you mean?
About a month ago, not long after our last mission ended, there was quite a spectacle in the N109 zone. Numerous deals were being made on the black market. A whole bunch of protocors were all cleaned out without a trace. And you know how the black market runs. Weapon augmentations, human experiments, medical research. They rely on protocors.
Who did it?
No one knows. But according to the
weird.
rumors...
It's Lumiere.
Oh. The chair slides into the space between Tara and me.
Nero, when did you get in here?
Lumiere?
Yeah. Aside from him, nobody can just go in and out of the N109 zone.
He pushes up his glasses and lens of excitement flashing eyes.
Don't you know who he is? He's a mysterious hunter who appeared during the disaster 14 years ago. He was the first person to successfully kill a Wanderer. The Wanderer was really stunning. I mean, formidable. It's known as a...
Knows? I know Lumiere. It's possible we met before. Although my memory is a bit fuzzy, I still remember the rusty red rain. I could only see the shadow of Wanderer, but then a beam of light saved me. Still, I have no idea who protected me. But Lumiere hasn't shown up in ages. He's just an urban legend now. Entered the N109 zone just for protocors. Are you sure it's him?
99.9% sure. I heard that after he left the black market, he was on one of N109 zone's skyscrapers, destroying protocors like he was setting off fireworks. Only he would be bold enough to provoke everyone in the N109 zone.
Not me at all. No. Destroying protocars, this almost reminds me of...
It sucks that Lumiere's whereabouts are always shrouded in mystery. If we found him, wouldn't places like the N109 zone be under our control?
To find Lumiere. Her light-hearted joke gives me an idea.
Dear passengers, this is the last train heading to the Lincoln Botanical Garden for the day. If you wish to visit the Lincoln Botanical Garden, please board this train.
His whereabouts are unknown. It makes sense. It's hard to find someone after they disappear for years. Oh, Savior? no.
Bonk his head.
Hi?
Long time.
This is the last train of
Huh.
the day. Passengers who wish to
Now that I
disembark,
think about
please
it.
be aware.
I haven't seen
Yes, okay.
Xavier in over a month. A lot of things have happened since then.
Is there something outside?
No,
I never thought I'd bump into you on the subway.
same. Now I'm worried about what will happen next.
Oh, what's the plot of Love and
Please don't
Deepspace?
say we're about to find ourselves in some crisis.
So you're part of
You
this
won't,
city
right?
where there are wanderers,
Sorry,
so
but
like
there is a
evil things
crisis.
attacking the city, and you're
I'm
a
really
hunter
hungry,
that
and all the
basically
stores
hunts
are
them.
closed.
This is Xavier. You
Maybe
run
it's because
into
wanderers
him.
have been
well,
more active
technically,
lately.
Lumiere,
Anyway,
right?
why are you just going home now?
All of
I
these
was thinking about
guys
stuff,
have like
got distracted,
past
and missed a bunch
lives
of
that they
trains.
can kind of remember.
Try not to ponder while in
Well, some of
dangerous
them.
places next time.
And they're always on the lookout or
What?
want to meet
Wait,
up with
this train isn't going to
main
eat me
character.
alive, is it?
and stuff. And yeah, it's mostly like getting to know the guys that it's about. Like you get like parts of the past of each of the guys and like their past life, and you understand what like the situation that is happening right now with the deep space and stuff like that. Yeah, it's mostly just focused on the guys. And then, I guess, yeah. Like, all of these stories, like, go over the guys.
Haven't you heard of the urban
And there are
legend?
4 right now. Possibly 5
After
soon.
midnight, an empty train will
We'll see.
appear. Anyone unlucky enough to ride it will be dragged into the depths of the abyss.
Uh-huh.
It will be midnight in 30 seconds. If we don't get off here, we'll be trapped in the abyss.
Hmm.
Do you like telling ghost stories? I take this train all the time. I've never encountered anything out of the ordinary.
If something strange does happen, I hope you still have the guts.
Speaking of which, why does it feel like we've been on this train for a while? We should have reached the next stop by now.
This is West Garden Station. Doors
West
will
Garden
open on the
Station?
right.
That can't be
Please
right.
exit in an orderly fashion.
They boarded the train here. Something's off, Xavier. Let's get out here and-
Don't. If you get off the train, you'll be stuck with no way out.
That can't be because of a ghost, right? Nope, not a ghost. It's a wanderer.
Watch out.
Nope, not a ghost. It's a wanderer.
Watch out.
Over there. Xavier, the wanderer is hiding in the grass.
There's a lost bus on there. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Hello there, Raikon. How are you? I guess.
You okay?
I'm fine. I'm not hurt. Was it just my imagination?
This is West Garden Station. Doors will
Again
open
with the
on
West
right.
Garden Station.
Please exit
This
in an
train is
orderly
stuck in a
fashion.
loop. A piece of mirror.
The train is trapped within an invisible mirror.
The one behind the wall.
That wanderer can travel between glass and mirrors. Find it, otherwise the train will keep going in circles forever.
There are so many windows. Where do we start?
We just...
Same as plot, yes.
let it hide.
Damn, this is actually cool. What the fuck? Oh, I have to use their again. Okay. We shall go fight, chat. I'm sorry for my clicky keyboard in advance. My mic is like next to it so that you guys can hear me, but you're probably gonna hear lots of clicking. ASMR clicking. I guess. Recently, yeah.
Will I get what I want this time? This time.
Oh, I don't like using
Bring it on.
swords.
Light, shine down upon me.
Here I come. Watch out.
I like my gun.
Eat this.
It's time.
Here we go.
Be careful not to get hit. Pay attention to its movements.
Ow, I wanted to escape.
I am
What the
not
fuck?
afraid. Watch yourself. It's time.
Here we
The
go.
enemies are weak. Now's our chance.
Bring it on.
Watch out. It's getting back up.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, I'm stuck!
Savior.
I'm here.
Holy shit, I was stuck
Step
there
back.
for a sec.
It's time.
Here we go.
Don't get too close. You'll hurt yourself. Keep up. Let's move.
I won't lose to you.
Be careful not to get hit.
My turn.
Are you okay? Are you alright?
Thanks, Savior.
Pay attention to its moves.
Savior.
I'm so low, I'm getting low on health.
I am not afraid.
Ow, ow, ow.
It's time.
Here we
The
go.
enemies are weak. Now's our chance.
I don't like fighting with a sword.
Bring it on.
I like
Steady now.
my gun.
We can do this.
Don't push yourself too hard.
I can still do this.
Are you alright? End it. Pay attention to its movement.
With my
Are you
gun,
okay?
I can be so far back, and it
Careless is
doesn't
better
matter.
than this.
Next time I'll keep you safe.
Hey, you and Noel doing today? Doing good. How are you? Oh, come on, I get my 37th anniversary. Stuck here. I'm at work. Unfair. Wait, you're playing the husband of game. Oh, never mind, chat. Wow! Wow! The sub anniversary didn't work. 9. So I thought that counts subject. Oh damn, I did so bad on that. Can I change my weapon? I changed the weapon. No, it will not. Okay, whatever. We'll live with a 1. At least a 1? Yeah, true, true. 3
Dear
cents
passengers,
and
Is the
1
Flux Nexus related to the appearance of Test Hadley
and
Polka?
the station will now be closing. We ask all
Has
those
so
who
many
have
friends
yet to
success
leave
with
Oh.
it. It's such a good game.
All the windows are
We
broken.
look forward to seeing you again.
It's just that I wanted us to look for it carefully. I didn't expect you to.
Destroyed the entire station.
What can I say? I was exhausted. But yeah, it wasn't a good plan.
It's okay.
Does this
I
shit
also feel
work yet?
responsible.
Which?
We'll
If
pay the
so,
consequences
then I won't
together.
miss much this stream.
Thank you so true for the
Savior?
37 months of subbing. Thank you.
He can fall asleep while standing up?
What the fuck? Snake Dude, how are you?
Fighting while exhausted and hungry? You're the most dedicated hunter I've seen.
And not
It was
some.
on the way. I didn't expect to be so exhausted.
It was killed by Lumiere 14 years ago, and no others have appeared since? Lumiere? His name keeps showing up.
Lumiere?
Yeah. The database says Tezcatlipoca
Yes,
was a troublesome wanderer that appeared 14 years ago. Lumiere was the one who killed it. And this time, when it appeared, you...
I wonder who Lumiere is, huh?
Xavier,
Mind going.
you're not Lumiere, right?
He appeared 14 years ago. Should be in his 40s by now. And rumor has it that he's a Tenebrae now.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear, especially when someone like him is involved. And I was kidding. You can't be him. You don't look like someone in his 40s.
Why do you need to meet him?
I wouldn't say that. I'm just trying my luck.
Next one. We're breezing through this. There's some Beauty and the Beast.
Only one to walk out of the N109 zone unscathed. Wiped out 3 important factions in the N109 zone overnight? You believe that?
I'm just curious. If he can waltz into a dangerous place like the N109 zone and leave without a scratch, he must know a lot.
Even if he's in the know, he might not remember much if he has a bad memory. But the more important thing here is, are you interested in him or the N109 zone?
Maybe both.
Did you forget what Captain Jenna said? If we want to investigate the modified protocore, we need to look into Anakinus and the N109 zone.
The mission doesn't require you to go there.
I wasn't planning to. I thought I'd take a quick peek.
Really?
I'm well aware it's an area you can't just visit because you feel like it.
It's a dangerous place. One mistake and you forfeit your life, if you really want to go. Then you either have to have strength, or you have to blend in.
Care to explain?
It's like a melting pot. Everyone knows where people's loyalties lie, so they only acknowledge their allies. If you can't use brute force, blending in is the easiest way. But it's also quite the challenge.
How do you know all this?
This stuff isn't top secret. One just needs to dig a little.
Yet, no one said anything about it to me before.
That's enough gossiping for today. This is my house. You should head home too. The sooner the better.
Actually, I live here. In this building.
Neighbors! Oh my god! Neighbors, let's go.
Never would have expected this. Xavier lives on the floor above me. It's not surprising. A lot of hunters live around here. But the fact that we're only separated by a floor is a bit too coincidental.
Yeah.
Actually, I moved in over 6 months ago, so that makes you more suspicious compared to me.
Okay, but you know an awful lot about the N109 zone. Are you sure you're not the suspicious one here?
Well, what about you?
Huh?
Is your interest in the N109 zone only related to the modified protocore?
Okay, yeah, I do want to go. There's something I need to do there. Could you give me some more info? If it's not too much trouble, of course. Is that a yes? Or...
If you're so curious, we can meet up tomorrow.
Really?
It's no problem as long as I get a good night's sleep.
I thought you'd be wide awake right now. Great. Well, thanks in advance. Good night.
Tomorrow then.
Tomorrow. 11 a.m. Now Xavier should already be awake, right? Worried that he isn't. I pace back and forth for an hour. Then I feel antsy, immediately head upstairs. How do I know what door? Apparently I do. Even when I'm outside Unit 602, I still can't believe Xavier is basically my neighbor. How do I know what door he lives at? Hold on.
You're here early.
Early? Xavier is looking almost harmless in his simple white sweater.
Orange juice, coffee, or water?
Huh?
Are you thirsty?
Takes 2 matching mugs from the cabinet and heads into the kitchen. It seems like he just woke up. His hair is disheveled, strands sticking out from the back of his head. Water is fine.
Ice or no ice?
It's okay, Xavier. I'm here because...
My place is a bit of a mess. You can sit anywhere, though. Do you want some breakfast? Fried eggs and toast? Oh, I'm out of eggs. Are sausages okay?
Thank you, but I'm not hungry. Also, it's almost noon. I scooch to the edge of the couch, eager to get down to business. I spent all night thinking that you and Lumiere are definitely connected. Ever since we met, you've been constantly looking for something. You just destroyed protocols as if there's nothing when hunters know how important they are. You want to kill wanderers that even a group of hunters would struggle against. You can cook too. Truly perfect. Not to mention the gossip you heard about the N109 zone is more in depth than the info in the association's database. That the abandoned research base and in No Hunt Zone and number 7, maybe your goal aligns with mine as well as honor kindness. Xavier looks at me quietly, then flashes a faint smile.
So, are you here to confirm my connection to Lumiere? Or are you here for something in the N109 zone?
It doesn't matter. I'm just grabbing information in the roundabout way. I'd really appreciate it if you could give me some ideas. Xavier lowers his gaze, seemingly lost in thought, as he stares at his slippers. Then he breaks the smile with a question.
The protocore we found in the no-hunt zone had a red protocurve. Do you know why?
No. Air seems to freeze for a moment. I feel like I've grasped the unspoken meaning behind his words. I only reveal his cards when he's certain I'm on the same page as. Take a deep breath and say, it's an A for core, right? Ah! Hearing the words A for core, Xavier's eyes widen. A hint of indescribable emotions appear, yet he soon returns to being nonchalant.
Yes. The modified protocores in the abandoned research base and No Hunt Zone number 7 possess energy derived from an ether core.
How can the Hunters Association not be aware of them? He thinks for a moment before shaking his head.
They aren't for now. The Hunters Association only knows it holds powerful energy, but they don't have the means to analyze it. They won't be making any progress on that front for a while.
Why didn't you tell them?
You didn't tell them either, right?
He remains calm as he avoids answering my question.
Everyone has secrets and their reasons for doing things. Regardless, I won't be your enemy. And it appears you have more secrets than me.
Do I? Nervous, I avert my gaze.
The reason you want to investigate the N109 zone is because of your family. Am I wrong?
You also heard about it? Take a deep breath and look into his eyes. The secret surrounding the Aether Core can explain what happened to me and them. But since we both want to look into this, even if you aren't my enemy now, you might be later. Distressed, Xavier furrows his brows. I slightly apologize to him in return. Suddenly he grabs my arm and the user interface from the Hunter's Watch appears.
Xavier has requested to synchronize access privileges. Accept?
Huh? Before I can react, Xavier accepts the request on my watch.
Synchronizing access privileges. Please wait.
Huh?
Synchronization complete. Your current access privileges are at the highest level. You can use the best training grounds available. Use the S-rank database and request weapons from Armory 0001 through 0005.
Yeah. I'm stunned with an air of serenity. Xavier smiles at me.
Now do you trust me?
Maybe. You gave me access privileges like that. You shouldn't, though. You should have thought about it some more.
They expire in 24 hours.
Oh.
You have 23 hours and 59 minutes remaining.
Quickly stand up and get ready to leave. I take a few steps before turning around. Thank you.
You're welcome. Nothing in this world can be fully explained. Still, I hope you find out the truth.
Leaning against the bookshelf, he waves. As soon as I reach the door, a strange scent catches my attention. I turn around again.
Did you forget something?
What's that smell?
Hmm?
Something is burning. You must have left the oven. Oh my god.
Oops.
I don't know about being able to cook now. He tried his best. He tried his best.
A flame within a painting
Oh, I get
burns
my
forever.
guns back.
Back up. Let's see what trick it has up its sleeve. Did you spot its weakness? Retreat for now. We'll beat it up later.
I love my
You won't
gun.
escape.
Be careful. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Don't be deceived. You were too close to it. Stay alert. It's almost over. Don't let it get away.
Oh my god, there's so many there again.
Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Keep going. Are you still holding on?
You
Be
won't.
careful. Does it hurt? Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan. I need you.
If that's your wish. Where is it hiding? My fleeting inspiration.
Let's seize this chance.
You were too close to it. With that done, my inspiration is raring to go.
I look forward to your new masterpiece.
See, it's so much easier with guns instead of the sword. Next one.
My hands aren't just for painting. Stay alert. Just a scratch. I'll be fine. Did you spot its weakness?
I'll show you.
It's almost over. Don't let it get away. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
That was good. That was good.
Bring it on.
Don't be deceived.
I need you.
If that's your wish.
I'll show you.
Why are you getting closer to it? Come back here. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Why are you so far away?
Oh my god, can this dude
Dodging
stop with his
also
fucking balls?
Just a scratch. I'll be fine. Be careful. Does it hurt?
Can he stop
Why
with his
don't we get
fucking
creative?
balls?
Sounds like a plan.
Here's our chance.
I'll show you.
Where is it? My fleeting inspiration.
Let's seize this chance.
Don't die. No, I have full
Bring
health.
it on.
It's fine. I can heal us.
Everything went well.
Don't get killed. I didn't get killed. I'm alive. It just targeted me. Like everything targeted me. Okay, one more. Dumb balls, oh my god.
A flame within a painting burns forever.
My turn.
Did you spot its weakness?
Go back to the pit you came from.
It's almost over. Don't let it get away.
Oh, damn. Is a big dude again.
I don't think it's giving up just yet.
Raphael,
Just a scratch. I'll be fine. Why don't we get creative?
sounds like a plan.
dog! Hey, watch your step.
I need you.
If that's your wish, why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan. Bring it on.
Just a scratch. I'll be fine. Now!
You won't escape.
My fleeting inspiration.
Let's seize this chance.
Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
He's almost dead.
Bring it on.
You were too close to it.
Raphael,
Yeah, I hear you.
good job.
Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Here's our chance.
No, it
Eat
should be
this.
faster.
My turn.
I'll show you.
Recovered already? How tiresome. I need you.
If that's your wish. This is all too easy.
Not even a challenge.
Easy. Woohoo. Next chapter. We have so much to do. Next. Chapter 7. Thanks to Savior temporarily synchronizing our access privileges, I'm able to use the highest ranked database on the Hunter Association. After spending most of the day searching, a news article from 2 years ago catches my eye. Located in the heart of Lincoln City, a man in his 50s was murdered in a luxurious apartment. The killer has never been caught. All the evidence points to unkindness, but still not enough. Certain. An unsolved case. Unkindness is the culprit, then they're clearly able to manipulate the media. But they didn't. Maybe they're trying to send a message. Even though the association blocked all insider channels, there are some encrypted ones for a small fee. A person can locate the source. All I got is simple crime, screen, photo, and bad audio clips. Still want them? Yeah. Why are you looking into unkindness? Get a score to settle? Wasn't there a policy about allow? Users send a photo and audio file. They are opened. Both will automatically delete. Like 3 minutes have passed. Yes. I could not read. Photos finished downloading. This takes up the entire screen. There's a room filled with classic furniture. An untouched bottle of expensive wine sits on the nightstand. It appears its owner died before he could have a chance to celebrate. Wearing a bathrobe, the man lies motionless by the door. The intricate embroidered carpet beneath him is soaked with dark red blood. A wisp of smoke slowly spirals out from the bullet hole in his chest, like a crimson carnation blooms from his blood-soaked shirt. Oh yeah. The photo was apparently taken just before the feed was cut, but no weapons or trace were left behind on the crime scene. The police investigates reveals that aside from the victim, there were 3 other individuals. How do they know? The recording had the sound of footsteps from two people along a conversation. Who was the victim? They said he's an important researcher for Ever's biopharmaceutical company. Have you heard of Ever before? They're a well-known name. The kindness won't leave behind an obvious trail. Whoopsies. They must have done it intentionally to warn or threaten certain individuals. After thinking about it some more, I decided to play the audio file again.
You don't even know what I'm talking about. Well, you won't have to worry about it now.
No, it kind of sounds like Silas. Have sandwiches? What the fuck was that? The screen cuts through the air. What follows is silence and then a harsh static. I keep replaying the clip over and over, trying to etch the voice into my memory. As my cursor is about to click the X on the top right hand corner, a message stops me. Are you interested in the N109 zone because you're looking for work? A new bounty has been put up. Want to take a look? Let me earn referral payment. Who's the target? I want about it. As request send image accept. Is it gonna be fucking Silas? Oh no, Rafa! No! No! Not my boy! No! Thankfully, we're actually playing it over and over, and I don't need to hear that little. After seeing the photo, a chill runs down my spine. The person in the photo is from my. Oh no! No! I ain't gonna fucking kill him. He's not a fucking criminal! He's just an artist. It's a bounty from the N109 zone. The N109 zone is the, like, bad area. So the bad people want to kill Raphael. Raphael's front door is slightly open. Oh my fucking god, this idiot. Similar to how it was during the last visit, a sliver of light peeks through the gap. I gently push the door open and watch my stud sculpture, easels, and art supplies are everywhere. Raphael is on the floor. He's not moving. Raphael, there's a crime in this game. Well, sucks for you. What? I quickly approach him and lean down. Our faces a breath apart. Raphael's expression is peaceful, as if he's lost in a dream. She gets so aggressive when her man's in danger. I put my finger near his nose and feel his soft breathe against my skin. He's still alive. A breeze passes the white curtains by the window and litters the floor with sheets of drawing papers. I bend down to pick one. Some of the messy sketches depict splendid architectures, others surging waves. Some sketches are an abstraction that I can't tell what they are. They do share one thing in common, however. Written on the bottom right hand corner, a tiny word, Lumeria. He's awake. He's awake! Still safely, he looks my way with half a little gaze. Step back and knock over a pot filled with brushes. Liquid spills, lush green trees, blue skies, and white clouds from outside reflected on its surface.
You're here?
Raphael, are you okay? After staring at me for a long time, Raphael suddenly moves his hand and holds out his. What are you doing?
Pull me up.
What? Can't you do it yourself?
Hurry. Help me get off the
Oh
floor.
my god, this dude. The moment I take his hand, Raphael yanks me down. Oh my god. Oh my god. You.
You're really nice. You worry about my well-being and even accompany me to lunch. So, did you see anything suspicious?
Everyone was staring at the haphazardly parked sports car outside.
Isn't it awesome? My car installation art. It's one of a kind.
Now what? There's a crowd swarming your car. How can we leave?
Having a bunch of people is the best cover. If anything dangerous shows up, we ditch the car and sprint through the back door. It's like vanishing into thin air.
I take a deep breath to calm myself. You're already knew the people in the N109 zone were targeting you?
Yeah, it's a long story. But to make a long story short,
okay.
Someone in the N109 zone wanted me to paint a painting.
Okay.
And I told them no.
Okay. Out of nowhere, Raphael pulls out a carbon fiber pen, smooths out a napkin on the table, and starts doodling. They wanted to kill you over a painting. Is your art really that special?
Well,
oh my god!
Yeah. They discovered the secret message in my painting, which would lead them to their heart's desire.
I haven't seen many of Raphael's paintings, but the one at Raymond's house left a lasting impression on me. I recall my memories of that time and realized an important clue. Is what they're after related to illusions in your painting? His pen stopped moving and it creates a large blot of ink on the napkin.
An illusion? What did you see?
I saw a young girl on the beach. She was singing a song I didn't understand. It sounded sad. Is the painting special because you used the charcoal stone from that day?
Yup. I heard it's kinda rare. It was found near the bottom of the ocean, in a place called Lemuria. That location is brimming with rare treasures. Even a tiny bit of coral can make you feel like you're in a world of dreams. If you grind the coral stone into pigment, you can immerse the viewer in a pretty dream created by the artist.
He speaks of this crazy story. But his voice doesn't waver. He seems to be telling the truth. I have no choice but to hide my skepticism. Every time they mention the grandma, I get sad. Thank God. Really want me to destroy my film. Raphael twirls his pen between his fingers, then looks into mine.
Anyway, guess you're not here because you're concerned about my safety, yeah?
Why else would I be here? Raphael, you have a bounty on your head from the N109, so that means you're heard about it before. I need to go there to find something. It's really important. Aside from barging in, I don't know how to enter that place. My hint is as clear as day, but after giving it some thought, Raphael shakes his head. His expression is one of nonchalance.
Lincoln has become even more dangerous, and now you're talking about entering a labyrinth? Forget about it. A hunter like you just going in there is like a lamb walking into a tiger's den.
His words leave me disheartened, but he isn't wrong. Since you're safe and sound, I'll get going. Just as I'm about to get up from my chair, Raphael grabs my hand.
Wait.
Okay. Okay. Aw.
Someone's following us.
Cool! Raphael loosens his grip. He speaks as he sets down his pen and pushes the napkin towards me. With a few strokes, he sketches a layout of the restaurant on it. A man wearing a black jacket sits behind us to the right. He's slouching perfectly hidden behind a potted plant. He's already here?
Not sure. But since he's acting all shady, he's definitely not one of my fans.
Oh my god. I raise my arm and activate the watch on my wrist. A palm-sized holographic map appears before Raphael and me. We'll sneak out from the back, run through the mall, and exit north side. Then we'll circle around until we reach the alley behind the flower shop.
You know, you're a really good hunter.
No! You see, when you see a big picture, you need to use some bait. I look up, nothing the passing crowd reflects in the window. A group of high school students who just got off of school trickle through the door. It's time.
Damn it! How did he manage to slip away again?
Oh, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? How did your drawing go? Hello, hello.
Who are you?
Hello. Your drawing went well. Hey, nice. I assume your food is done. Your curry. I need to work on it, but happy with fries. Hey, nice. Who am I? Yippers. Nice. Lacks a weapon and any sort of defensive gear aside from pretending to act, though he's not trained. If he's a professional hitman, he's really, really pathetic. We'll now head off. Scarf down to pray. Good boy. Thank you. Have a good dinner.
It could all be an act, you know. Knocking him down in one fell swoop. Want to do an encore?
Middle-aged man wearing a mask is huddled in the corner, his body shaking as he hears those words. He is the epitome of anxiety.
I'm not a murderer. I'm just a guy trying to get a scoop.
As the man struggles, a piece of paper slips out from his vest pocket. Raphael picks up, blows off the dirt, and holds towards the sunlight.
A reporter from Weekly Arts. Joe.
You know them?
A second-rate art magazine. They scrape by on tidbits they pry from socialites and artists.
You notice something. His gaze moves down as he takes a weird-looking button from the shirt.
This hidden camera wasn't cheap, right?
Tiny flame bursts from Raphael's fingers. It turns the button into ashes.
Is there anything newsworthy about me to grace your journalism?
Listen to me. Whatever you do, please don't hurt me. It's because of the collector, Raymond. He's dead.
There is still for a moment shocked. Raphael and I exchange a glance. Maybe it's because he's entering his field of expertise that Joe straightens his posture. He wipes the dirt from his face. As spark of excitement is in his eyes, the thrill of discovering gossip. No.
He died last night.
Oh, damn.
Drowned in his bathtub. No one knew until the next day. When the butler found him, it was already too late.
Yeah. Raymond was attacked by wanderers? No. They should be long gone by now.
The police already searched his home and looked through the surveillance tapes. They found nothing. Not even another person walking into his room, but...
Cut to the chase.
The picture painted by Raphael had vanished from his collection room. I've heard the rumors. Some say that before he died, he made a bunch of cuts into his arms and legs. His skin looked like a bunch of fish scales. It's awful, if I do say so myself. In the moment a rich guy is dead, the police are quick to cover it up. They're scared a secret will be revealed, one that will cost them their jobs. But there's no such thing as a secret that can't be hidden.
Saying half the time their shirts are honestly
Mr. Raphael, are you sure you didn't have a hand in his death? Can your painting
What the fuck is that
actually
supposed to
manipulate people?
Even if they did, I wouldn't tell you. Also, you said he died last night. I was in my studio during that time and didn't go anywhere. Anywhere. But I do agree it's a tragedy. Or are you saying you want to ask Raymond himself?
What?
No, not at all. I don't... I told you everything I know. Can you please let me go this time?
This time,
Sure. I'll even throw in something extra for you. Tomorrow, I'll be instructing my agent to lodge a complaint about your deplorable stalking behavior to your superiors and cancel our exclusive column interview. I reckon you'll be jobless soon.
Damn! Rose speaks in a relaxed manner. He leans in, a radiant smile plastered on his face.
So, why don't you do me a favor and investigate who's trying to hide all that info you just talked about?
Storm of white moths dance around the street, light under the gray sky, waiting for nightfall. We climb the stone steps to the garden in the sky below Lincoln City, liveliest district. A field of grass stretches out before us. It's flanked by trees from both sides, a vibrant sight. Across the street is a floating holographic ad flying above the cityscape. It promotes Raphael's art exhibit for fun. A slate blue sea engulfs the city like a mist cascading onto the towering skyscrapers from buildings to traffic. All is submerged in the tide. While it is obviously a trick of the light, curious people can't help but stop and reach out to touch the swimming fish that pass them.
You know what sells the most? Paintings of a calm sea. They can get pretty expensive. The more violent and chaotic the ocean, the less people are interested in it.
Humans can sense disaster like animals do, so we subconsciously distract ourselves from things like bad weather. From your last art exhibit, you told me the painting was from one of your dreams. I stare at the virtual sea of fish swimming, merging into the night sky. It's unsettling yet alluring as the lines between dreams and reality blur. Is this another one of your dreams?
Yup, you got that right. I daydream in my studio all the time. It's kind of hard to remember what the real world's like. Thanks for bringing me out of my dreams today.
You're welcome. A long time passes before he turns around. Many pedestrians are still looking at the sky, mesmerized by the... Do you have any plans?
I'm going home.
Cool.
The art exhibition needs to be held. Once a painting is sold, another should take its place.
Be careful out there. If you find any secrets or hear about the N109 zone, let me know. Brushing off the grass, clinging to my clothes, I stand up and say goodbye.
But I still don't have the paint needed to finish the piece I'm working on.
Rafael sits up, his eyes sparkle as he looks at me. I had a bad feeling about this.
Don't you remember our deal?
What deal? Oh, what? Exactly, what deal?
I saw how you fought, quick and precise. That final strike was unlike anything I've seen before. If you could be my bodyguard. Protect me on our journey together. If we find an alternative, I'll happily give you what's in my hand right now.
Oh.
That look. You forgot, huh?
Yeah.
Don't worry. I wrote down everything. We'll be fine. Probably.
I got stuff to deal with in the next couple of days, but I promise I get to. I say a half-hearted promise, and I'm ready to run when I hear a soft sigh from him.
I have an idea on how we can sneak into the N109 zone.
Oh? You do? He has my attention. I move closer to listen. Rafaela quickly averts his eyes, clearly caught off guard.
You said it yourself. When you see the big picture, you need to use some bait. Why not come up with a master plan? Become the best bait for Anakinus.
And so I should use myself to alert him out? He nods and continues to speculate.
To be their target, you must have something they want, like info or something. You can decide whether to take the risk or not. Maybe a small opening is all it will take to get them to expose themselves.
Every word that Rafael says isn't wrong. I bite my lips. Even so, we need to find the perfect fishing spot. Make sure our big fish bites the hook.
I can lead you there. Trade intel for intel. Gamble to make gambles with higher stakes. But whether or not you can play the game is up to you.
He once again stares at the sea of the car lights under the overpass. Like the receding tide, the holograms fade and reveal the street. I need to think about it.
It's just a suggestion. The choice is yours. If you want to do it, meet me tomorrow by the docks at White Sand Bay.
Oh damn. After a night worth of hesitation, I arrived at the White Sand Bay the next morning. By the docks is a familiar figure, the manager I met at Flux Art the other day.
Ah, good to see you again, Miss Hunter.
Hello, Mr. Thomas.
No reason to be so formal. Call me Thomas. Raphael does it.
I knew you'd show up.
Oh damn, fancy outfit. Raphael walks over, arms folded, and plants himself between me and Thomas. Don't forget your
I'm not
promise.
the kind of person to just forget.
You two get along well. I'm glad Raphael has a reliable friend such as yourself.
Stop treating her like she's my babysitter.
I protect him at least for today, but what are we supposed to do now? The dapper looking nice guy. Hello. fancy as hell. Yeah, it looks so nice. Both turn in the distraction that I'm pointing in. A single wooden boat floats gently to the rhythm of tranquil waves. A few seagulls are perched on the bow, preening their feathers. Are we smuggling ourselves in?
Hold on. Didn't you ask me for a boat so you could go on a date?
Oh. Oh. Is that what this is?
I'd say the wait was worth it. With winds at about 10 miles per hour and no big waves, it's a good day to set sail.
Nice. What you eating?
Since heading out to sea is a daunting task, shouldn't we use something a little more advanced? Like a speedboat?
We're always cooped up in the house painting and stuff. Let's take this chance to exercise.
We're in the same boat now. It's time to tell me what's next.
Don't overthink it. You're just gonna do what you normally do.
You guys, that's
Fight.
it. I guess, yeah.
That's Hat Island. It's having unusual energy fluctuations, and a weird wanderer appeared.
You're interested in wanderers?
Their protocores contain an extremely rare material. I need to get my hands on it.
Oh my god.
I'll use it to make paint and create some art, as one does.
Really? Protocores can be used for painting? I'm not a 3-year-old.
Weird. The island is literally right there, but we've been rowing for 30 minutes and still no signs of land. Are you rowing around in circles?
I'm definitely trying to move this boat along, but you keep rowing us back. That explains why we've been going in circles.
This oar is just being mean. I'm getting tired of this. Can we ditch the boat and swim instead?
Oh no. Raphael, the waves! They're heading straight for us!
Was the weather forecaster slacking off today? Left! Hurry!
Water's filling the boat!
Steady now.
You jinxed
Don't
us!
just flail the
I
oar
guess we really
around.
do have to swim to Hat Island.
I feel like I'm gonna puke.
Oh my god. This dude. If there were any normal guys to
I think I hired an assassin instead of a bodyguard. The world is spinning
Oh
like...
my god, he's so...
Stop mumbling to yourself. If it weren't for me, we'd still be in the ocean right now.
I'd rather float in the sea than be on land.
Everything looks okay. I don't see any wanderers around.
Your skills will be useful. Let's go. This island isn't small and we have a full day ahead of us.
You're fine now? Why are you in a hurry?
The mountain. We'll start there.
What a drama queen. Yeah, he's such a fucking drama queen. What the fuck was that? It's okay, it's Raphael, it's fine.
I don't see any signs of life. I remember visiting this place as a kid while on a field trip.
A field trip? What's that?
You've never been on one before? Children line up with their bags filled with all sorts of snacks. And of course, we wrote a travel log, and...
Wow, you were all brave kids to visit places like these. I'm impressed.
More than a decade has passed. Change is inevitable.
The criminal? He's not
The
a
resonance is
criminal!
weak, and the watch isn't detecting anything. It's possible wanderers aren't involved.
Your little watch thing doesn't seem to work that well. Where's the coral stone?
Huh? So, what? Are you planning to use your blood again?
Or like you can use your evol. The coral stone is from this water. If you notice something weird, it might be tainted with the same kind of metaflux. Use your evol to resonate with it. Creating a similar signal might just be good enough to lure them out. Try?
Sending out a signal. Got it. The fluctuation is faint. I can barely sense it.
Wait. You could crack open nuts using that much strength. Please don't destroy my last sample.
Oh my god.
You're not in an arm wrestling match. Let's do this together. Close your eyes. Focus all your senses on your hands. Well, can you feel a warm power surging within you? Everything in this world has a unique, unmatchable frequency. That's what.
No! Are you fucking kidding me? Is this one broken too? It's still like, it's going, but like... Why does he constantly get clothes and grocery? I'm like... Pending! Is broken, chat. Is Ronikin or broke the game? I can't. God. Dude, this is like the second time the game broke. Like, I tried the one with Silas. Like the last thing with Silas, and it broke on my phone too. I don't know why. We're gonna speedrun through this.
I don't see any signs of life. I remember visiting this place as a kid while on a field trip.
A field trip?
It was
What's
literally early on too.
You've never been on one before? Children line up with their bags filled with all sorts of snacks. And of course, we wrote a travel log, and...
Please, game.
Wow, you were all brave kids to visit places like these. I'm impressed.
More than a decade has passed. Change is inevitable. The resonance is weak, and the watch isn't detecting anything.
Attempt number 2.
It's possible
attempt
wanderers
number
aren't
2.
involved.
Your little watch thing doesn't seem to work that well. Where's the coral stone?
Huh? So what? Are you planning to use your blood again?
Or like you can use your evol. The coral stone is from this water. If you notice something weird, it might be tainted with the same kind of metaflux. Use your evol to resonate with it. Creating a similar signal might just be good enough to lure them out. Try?
Sending out a signal. Got it. The fluctuation is faint. I can barely sense it.
Wait. You could crack open nuts using that much strength. Please don't destroy my last sample.
Then...
You're not in an arm wrestling match. Let's do this together. Close your eyes. Focus all your senses on your hands.
Please work.
Well, can you feel a warm power surging within you? Everything in this world has a unique, unmatchable frequency. That's why.
Oh my fucking god! No! Why? This is so mean! We literally can't even finish this! So maybe the resolution? Game resolution is too high? I don't even change it. Quality. We go down to media, but that's gonna make it look so bad. Okay. Oh, one more time, chat.
I don't see any signs of life. I remember visiting this place as a kid while on a field trip.
A field trip? What's that?
You've never been on one before?
Children
Children line up with their bags
it's
filled
lower
with all sorts of
resolution. It
snacks.
should be.
And of
Doesn't
course, we
look-
wrote a travel log, and
Okay, let's go lower. It looked fine. Maybe I didn't confirm it. Where do we go? Let's go smooth. Recommended. Fine, we'll go smooth. My god, it looks so fucking awful. Ugh. It's fine.
I don't see any signs of life. I remember visiting this place as a kid while on a field trip.
A field trip? What's
It
that?
looks so pixelated.
You've
Oh
never
my
been on one
god.
before? Children line up with their bags filled with all sorts of snacks. And of course, we wrote a travel log, and
Wow, you were all brave kids to visit places like these. I'm impressed.
more than a decade has passed. Change is inevitable. The
The
residents
hottest
are weak,
pixel I've
and the
ever
watch
seen.
isn't detecting anything. It's possible wanderers aren't involved.
Your little watch thing doesn't seem to work that well. Where's the coral stone?
Huh? So what? Are you planning to use your blood again?
I'd like to say this correct.
Or like you can use your evol.
Yeah.
The coral stone is from this water. If you notice something weird, it might be tainted with the same kind of
This
metaflux.
game was in English.
Use your
Yeah.
evol to resonate with it. Creating a similar signal might just be good enough to lure them out. Try?
Sending out a signal. Got it.
If this doesn't fix it, I'll be
The
like.
fluctuation is
sad.
faint. I can barely sense it.
Wait,
He
wait,
looks
wait.
fucking
You could
creepy.
crack open nuts using that much strength.
He looks
Please don't
creepy.
destroy my last sample.
Then
He's
You're not in an
glowing out
arm
of his
wrestling
eyes
match.
and mouth.
Let's do this
I
together.
don't like this smooth.
Close your eyes.
I wanted my
Focus
high
all your
detail.
senses on your hands.
Well,
Well, can you feel a warm power surging within you? Everything in this world has a
Oh,
unique,
yeah.
unmatchable frequency. That's why
oh my fucking god! It's just, it's just broken. Well, we can't finish this. This fucking sucks. Why can't I? I just want to finish it. Oh, let me go back to Ultra. Well, I guess we have other things. We can do the event, I guess. Rage, I was expecting. Oh, is this just... Oh, literally can just click through it. Okay, never mind. Oh, I can't do it all today. Lol. Okay, well. We have other stories. I'm so fucking sad. Well, After some investigation combat with a vague hunch, I've identified a high suspicious wanderer. Andrew is tracking it, but it's been several days since I got a response. This lull allows me to test the new gears Simone modified for me before this mission. Only problem is that my partner who promised to join me for this trial is late as usual.
10 rings! The training session is over now!
That's Simone, for you. She can turn even the simplest sidearm into something extraordinary. I switch on the safety and put away my gun. My gaze drifts to the empty lane beside me. Looks like Xavier, king of tardiness, didn't get the chance to try out the new gear
But
first.
at least I have the luck of a partner who's always thinking about me.
Well, the door to the shooting range opens without me noticing. Xavier leans against the door frame and smiles.
I got caught up following a new lead. I didn't have time to tell you.
It is about that case you've been digging into. You've been really mysterious about it. Time you fill me in? He raises the cup in his hand as he speaks.
Let's talk over a cup of coffee first. I'll tell you everything then.
He follows Xavier into the training room lounge area. Grab a cup of coffee he offers me. I cautiously take a small sip with a little hot and soft sort of weak. It's a little hot and sort of weak, but it's still okay. You made this?
The coffee machine did all the work. I just put in the beans and provided the cup.
Sounds like you didn't do much, but the coffee isn't bad. Hearing this, Xavier chuckles. So your investigation is coffee related?
Certain people were smuggling painted protocore fragments in the coffee beans. I had to attend as a judge at the coffee contest. I figured that with all the effort they put in, there would be a clue about the ether cores. But all we got were some modified, regular protocores.
Oh, I thought. I paused and my gaze falls into the cup in my hand.
What is it?
Since joining Special Operations, Xavier and I busied ourselves with tracking down leads on the Aether Core, but I always had the feeling that he was carrying out this secret mission even long before he joined. I also think it's connected to Xavier's other secret, but this isn't the right time to delve into it. I hold myself back from saying, I thought you knew something related to Aether Core's whereabouts. I thought you had more solid leads than Simone and I.
Oh, I figured you'd ask something more probing.
How so? As if reading my mind, Xavier gives me a chance to steer the direction of this conversation. But then Xavier lowers his head in response to my question. It almost seems like he's slightly upset.
Isn't there anything you genuinely want to ask?
Despite everything we've been through so far, I've never really pressed Xavier about his connection to the Aether Core. In this case, how much do you know about the Aether Core? Have you been tracking down the Aether Core before? You must know more about the Aether Core than the Association, right?
In your mind, am I more capable than all of the Association's hunters combined?
The Association has its network, but maybe you're aware of things they can't access. His finger slightly tapped the wooden table in the lounge area.
I'm not entirely sure how many Aether cores there are, let alone their capabilities. Their power comes from the very core of the cosmos. If fully awakened, they would spell disaster for the world.
Noticing my thoughtful expression, he smiles and gently smooths the furrow between my brows.
I know. You aren't satisfied with my answer. But there are some truths you have to see and decide for yourself.
Xavier's hunter's watch, as well as mine, beep at the same time as he finishes speaking.
The wanderer you identified earlier, the one associated with the beta protocurve energy, is confirmed to be related to the ether cores. The detailed information has been synchronized with your device's data log. Get ready to head out. This wanderer will also be difficult to deal with. Should I ask Simone to assist you?
That won't be necessary. My best mission partner is back. The call ends. I raise an eyebrow at Xavier. I should witness the truths and answers I'm after for myself, but that doesn't mean I have to do it alone. One last question. I'd like to know if my partner is willing to fight alongside me for this, and whether or not it's just for today.
I believe this answer will meet your expectations. I'll always be with you, beyond just today.
Well, at least this one works. Imagine it breaking too. Oh my god. 3 days later, Lincoln City. Okay, okay. Whatever. My hand reaches over, turns off the interface of my hunter's watch and adjusts my cuff before pulling away.
If you keep staring at it, everyone will soon figure out we're hunters.
I lower my arm and gaze at Xavier, who's walking next to me. You're right, Xavier, my astronomy buddy. The warm autumn sun peeks out from behind the leaves. It casts dappled light on the corner of his mouth.
That sounds a little staged. You're my journalism schoolmate, remember?
3 days ago, the Wanderer that Andrew tracked using beta. Is that beta protocol? I think, right? Shown up at Prestera University. Considering the recent student disappearance at the university, the association has assigned us the mission to eliminate this wanderer. To prevent the unnecessary panic, Xavier and I are pretending to be students. And with the university's help, we'll be conducting interviews with the attacked students under the glimpse of campus TV stations.
You're walking too fast.
My wrist is gently pulled, bringing me back to the moment I realize I've been rushing. This is the place I'm used to when I'm on a mission. I look around and purposely slow down. But we finally found the wanderer that connects to the Aether core. I would rather move quickly to prevent another problem from happening.
You seem eager.
Hell yes. Aren't you? Xavier adjusts a backpack strap as it starts to slip.
Information about the ether cores is always shrouded in secrecy. Out of 100 leads, one might get you somewhere at best. This lead seems unusually straightforward.
It's almost as if it's been set up for us to find. Is that what you want to say?
It's just a guess.
You may be right, but with the lead right before our eyes, I can't shake the feeling. So we need to check it out ourselves.
Yeah, you really are the powerful and impressive evolver everyone's been talking about. But before we meet those students, our first job is to act as students.
Okay. As we talk, we end up walking down the tree-lined path and arrive at the bustling square. Around us, numerous sleek temporary booths are set up. Students are excitedly waving through them.
Prestara University Club Recruitment.
So many people, let's take a different route. It's almost time for our scheduled interview, and it wouldn't look good on us if we were late.
Yeah, it'll take a while. But how about we use this opportunity to relive our student days for a bit?
Oh my god. How are we going to do that? Sarah stares at me, then he fixes my hair and takes off his non-prescription glasses. He puts them on my face.
Much better.
Does this make me look more like a student?
It just looks nice.
Hi! Are you a freshman this year? You seem perfect for the lead role in our film club's latest project. Are you interested?
Well, the club member looks down to find the registration form. A corner of Sarah's smile slightly curls up.
What did I say?
I feel like Xavier was throwing his teammate under the bus, but this trick surprisingly worked. By the time we arrived at our scheduled interview spot, I am completely in student mode.
Hello. I'm the student council's vice president. So, I was told you guys were hunters.
The tall, lanky boy gives a slightly uneasy smile, his head sinking lower as he speaks.
The students who disappeared earlier are waiting in the classroom. They only know it's for a campus TV interview.
Sorry, could you repeat what you just said?
I mean, just keep the questions simple and try not to scare anyone. After all, they've all had encounters with the Wanderer. Let's make sure we don't add to their trauma.
Understood, we'll be careful. As we enter the classroom, several pairs are curious, wary eyes quickly focus on us. I clear my throat and offer a genuinely friendly smile. I'm the broadcast journalist major. I'm a broadcast journalist major and a member of the campus television station. This is my partner. Xavier steps forward but doesn't speak, which prompts me to continue. He's the one who will handle the microphone and camera. He's an astronomy major. Our simple introduction doesn't achieve the effect we wanted. Perhaps the Wanderer did give them quite a scare. They scrutinized us warily, but no one responds. A bag full of drinks appears from behind the door. The person holding it hesitates, struggles to gesture a couple of times. take the bag. The vice president shyly smiles, then silently moves to sit at the classroom back door. He's definitely an introvert, cooperating with us on the university's behalf must be tough for him. When I distribute the drinks to Xavier, the classroom tense atmosphere begins to soften. As I try to come up with an approach, icebreaker, Xavier nudges my elbow.
Oh, right. Didn't we meet up downstairs this morning?
I'm confused, so I manage only a grunt in response.
I think I forgot to check in for my morning class.
You're an astronomy major! Aren't you taking Dr. Ulysses' course?
It takes me a moment to realize that Xavier's somber tone doesn't match his hopeful eyes. As I move the chair, I lean in close to Xavier's ear. Did you do your research ahead of time?
I just threw out a question and didn't expect it to go anywhere.
Straightening his posture, Xavier smiles and looks at the students who respond to his question earlier.
Yeah, his classes are really tough.
And the students relax as the conversation begins to flow more naturally.
I knew it. When it comes to the strictest professor at Prestara University, no one can beat Dr. Ulysses. But it's not that bad. While he's strict in class, he's pretty chill on the basketball court when classes are over. Actually, I missed one of Dr. Ulysses' meetings because of that Wanderer incident. Thanks for reminding me. I need to catch up with him later.
You're welcome.
Xavier adjusts his posture and gives me a knowing look. Seeing Xavier's cue, I quickly switch to the recorder and casually throw out a question. Besides missing out on that meeting, can you tell us a bit more about what happened after that attack? You can say whatever you want, don't worry, we won't disclose any personal information. Students exchange looks, they seem resolved to speak.
I'll go first then.
I'm not sure if it's just me, but his eyes seemed to go blank for a moment after he said that.
This is what we call a white hole, a theoretical region of space-time. If we reverse
What
all
are you
the
doing?
symbols in the equation representing the geometry of space-time,
We're not
then in this
actually
very
here for the
space,
lecture, but we
objects are
might
no
as
longer
well
unable
look the
to
part.
escape from it.
I slide
rather,
to
they
the
can
open
only
textbook to the center of the desk, line up my notebook and pen, place a water bottle to the side. Your desk is so neat, to only a matter of time before the professor notices. According to a student's account, the incident occurred outside the classroom. He was heading to a meeting with a professor. I decided to talk to this professor to see if we could gather any cues. So I dragged Xavier with me the next day and we snuck into his class.
Yeah, it's a perfect disguise. The way you quickly claimed a seat in the back was nice and clean, too.
The back row is the VVVIP section. It has a great view and ambience, perfect for relaxing entertainment, and even spying two students in the back row secretly holding hands under their desk. I casually changed the subject. Where did you prefer to sit when you were in school?
I didn't have a particular preference, but I usually sat in the back too. The sunlight was nice, and the breeze was refreshing.
How comfortable were the desks and chairs?
They were okay.
As our casual chat drifts, I flip open the notebook and turn my attention back to our mission. Even though we learned a lot of details from students affected by the attack yesterday, we didn't find anything notable. Those 5 students were either normal people or evolvers. They encountered the Wanderers in various spots. Some were on the blind path and others were in labs, and they woke up in different places afterwards. This Wanderer doesn't seem to limit to indoors or outdoor spaces. There's no clear path to whether it shows up.
It's not completely random, though.
Xavier takes the pen from me and draws a few circles on my notebook.
All the incidents happened at night. If that's connected to the Wanderer's behavior, then we can narrow our search. Also, all these students just started college this year.
Does that mean something?
Maybe this Wanderer thinks freshmen are easy targets.
Then it must have access to its enrollment system. I flip through the notebooks page again and again, and yet nothing clicks. It seems like the Wanderer is targeting the students at random, but I can't believe it's just coincidence.
In this world, many coincidences are often part of a larger scheme. These students are being chosen for a reason. We just haven't figured it out yet.
The Wanderers do target individuals, for example.
You! Over there!
Realizing the student silence around me, I look up and Dr. Yates is at the podium. He's smiling.
Yes, I'm talking to you, young lady in the back row. Come up here and show everyone what a Morris Thorn wormhole is.
Yeah. You think I can answer that? Never thought I'd caught talking in class for a moment. I'm stunned and don't know how to respond.
No? Then let's have your friend try. Come along.
Tug at Xavier's clothes and quickly whisper, "Let me do this. If I mess up, I'll just apologize." Xavier reassuring squeeze as my hand stands up and calmly walks to the podium. Classroom lights dim and a holographic projector appears from his fingers. Forms the image of the universe.
In theory, the Morris Thorn wormhole is a traversable wormhole. It is spherically symmetrical and features a throat that bridges 2 black holes. The throat is a finite spherical region containing negative energy density matter to counteract gravitational forces inside the wormhole.
Xavier speaks in a measured tone. Stars shift under his clutch to gradually form a wormhole model. The light from distant planets flicker before us, and his silhouette seemingly stretch across light years. For a moment I wonder, was Xavier like this back in college?
Correct. The negative energy's repulsive gravitational properties keep the wormhole's throat open, allowing matter or signals to pass through. Time travel becomes possible with this model. For example, the deep space tunnel above us might very well be a giant wormhole. The mysterious deep space signals could then make their way to our distant Earth. Perhaps certain materials, or even other forms of life, can find us through these cosmic channels.
What are you thinking about?
A snap back to reality. Xavier has crossed the starry expanse and now stands before me. He's within arm's reach once more. I'm curious, are you really an astronomy graduate?
Who knows? I have too many diplomas at home.
Oh my
I
god.
need to check first.
Oh my god, such a flex, damn. I don't know what I graduated with, I have too many diplomas. And when the bell rings, signaled the end of the lecture, the classroom empties out quickly even though it was packed just moments ago. As the professor starts to pack, I approach him. I'm about to ask about the students who were attacked.
Xavier, have you been a deep space hunter for so long that you want to relive your college days?
The professor walks away from the podium, one hand holding his bag and the other in his pocket. His serious demeanor is gone.
Hello. Are you also a deep space hunter? His colleague, perhaps?
This is Ulysses. He's an old friend of mine. Now he works as an assistant professor.
I was promoted to associate professor 2 years ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
First there was Jeremiah, my mysterious forest. Now it's a university physics professor. I'm once again shocked by how unpredictable Xavier's social circle is.
Let's get back to business. You're not the type of person to visit without a reason. Did something happen at the university?
I'm on a mission.
Well, if you're involved, it can't be just any mission. Should I be expecting a major incident to take place?
Looks like I'm not the only one who has a certain impact about Xavier, but this gives me the perfect opening to ask him about the Wanderer. Dr. Ulysses, we heard one for a few days. Were you in the area when this happened? Usually pauses for a moment before nodding.
I was in the lab preparing for a meeting when I heard a scream outside the room, but I didn't find anything even after looking around. I later learned that a student had been attacked by a wanderer. Fortunately, he wasn't seriously injured.
It looks like Ulysses didn't see the Wanderer. I'm a little bit disappointed.
Did the lab's flux stabilizer show any reaction?
No.
I immediately get what Xavier is hinting at. If the flux stabilizer didn't react, then the Wanderer metaflux fluctuation level must be below 50. There are only a few Wanderers capable of such stealth. Our search is narrowed considerably.
It's also possible we're dealing with a modified Wanderer.
As if reading my mind, Xavier reveals another observation. I nod. Got it. I'll ask Andrew to compare the product curve data of the possible Wanderer profiles.
Wait, I just remembered something. The flux stabilizer can't detect that level of metaflux. However, the research center's RMFMA might.
Oh? RMFMA?
But the research center isn't even near here.
It was moved to the campus earlier this year, so it's not that far away now. It should have captured the metaflux fluctuation and its dynamic range when the Wanderer appeared.
And then can we use that device for a bit?
RMFMA. It stands for Reflective Metaflux Field Monitor and Analyzer.
flicker of doubt crosses my mind, but I put it aside now. I wait for Ulysses to respond.
Sure. As long as you have the clearance to operate it and access the system, you can use it.
Woohoo. But we don't quite fit those requirements.
Let's go.
Huh? Xavier picks up my backpack and turns to Ulysses.
Aren't you going to lead the way?
Lol. Next one. The research center Ulysses mentioned is formerly known as the Prestera University Deepspace Acceleration Research Center. It houses the RMFMA under a skylight on the 3rd floor. The machine's brass casing and bulky appearance make it stick out like a sore thumb. Yet the screen flashing indicator lights and fast-moving images exude a sophisticated air.
This analyzer is one of the most advanced pieces of tech in the past few decades, and it remains so today. It can detect the slightest fluctuations in the deep space tunnel. Unfortunately, there are fewer than 10 of them in the world. Many talented researchers and professors have turned down prestigious offers elsewhere. Also, they could work with the RMFMA at our research center.
Do Xavier and I need to apply for access first to receive its data? Where's Xavier?
All the data related to the Wanderer is corrupted.
Oh, damn. Xavier appears from behind the RMFMA. He removes his safety goggles and off his disposable lab coat. How did you... Aside from how did you operate the machine and you know how to use it, I focus on the most important one. What do you mean corrupted? Did it capture even a trace of a wanderer?
Yes. It showed that a Wanderer appeared on the university's campus in the past 2 weeks. But all the data has been tampered with.
Oh.
The generated spectrum also has many errors. It can't be used as a clue.
The hem and cut of his lab coat somehow got tangled together. Xavier frowns and pulls harder, but they're still stuck. Raise your hands a little more. That helps Xavier wiggle out of the lab coat. My mind races with questions. Maybe the RMFMA is too old. Is it malfunctioning?
If that were the case, the first issues wouldn't show up in detection and sampling errors. Which means someone deliberately tampered with it.
Oh, damn. But once he's out of the lab coat, I meet his gaze. It's brimming with confidence. It's a rare high-end device, yet Xavier seems to know it inside and out and can even lock the system to use it. I slowly pull him forward. I purposely change my expression and lower my voice. Alright, cut to the chase. How are you able to operate this machine?
It might look complex, but it's actually easy to use.
You know that's not what I mean.
You're not really going to interrogate me right now, are you?
Maybe I am, maybe I am. Tama, hello, how are you? As Ulysses returns from examining the data, I let go of Xavier. I step back to make room. You know how, for like the last Silas mission, it like got stuck for me. Like I couldn't like finish it. Well, it happened with Raphael's like main story thing, like the third one, and I can't fucking continue. to see if on my phone it works, because I know Silas's one didn't work on my phone. So I'm kind of hoping that Raphael's works, but we'll see.
Someone probably tampered with it. However, the research center is a secure, newly built facility that few people can access. If we include me, only a handful of researchers work here. The last system login was recorded to be over a month ago.
Has anyone else been in here the past 2 weeks?
Branching story? I think? It final. Is it? I don't. To be honest, I'm not sure what I'm doing right now. I just was upset that I couldn't do Raphael's thing, and then I just chose a random one. You see things long and hard before finally giving a hesitant reply. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
but
okay,
it's
okay.
not anything suspicious. There was a study event here for new students. Part of the event included a tour of our facilities. That was when we introduced them to this analyzer.
New students who started this year, could it be?
Those 5 students who were attacked all enrolled this year.
You should be able to do all the branching story. There's ways, this is my thoughts. I take my phone, check the school's official website, and quickly find the article about the study event. 5 students were selected. They are...
Here.
0 points to the 5 names displayed on the screen.
All the students who encountered the Wanderer are listed.
Don't know when you're day. This isn't a coincidence, Savior. Something's off about the study event. The Wanderer is targeting the
Indeed.
partisan. He agrees but keeps his finger on screen. I look again. Group leader Zoran, vice president of school council.
Hello. I'm the student council's vice president. So, I was told you guys were hunters.
It's the same guy who helped us on behalf of the university. The only one who was an attack. Definitely suspicious.
There's only one way to find out.
I'm contacting him right now. Xavier is the first to head out after saying goodbye to Ulysses. I'm about to leave, but a glance at the wall makes me stop in my tracks. Instead of certificate, there's an old framed group photo at the top. It's yellowed with age, and the faces in the photo are all a bit blurry. Yet the person who's on the edge look closer, and that distinguished figure suddenly comes into focus. Xavier. Much as I want to see you play where I have to go, looking forward to art exploring. Hey, sweetie, have a good one. Here, now I can show you, Tama, which one's like bugging out for me. So mad. Yeah, no, not this. If I go here to this one, clearly this one is fucking bugged. I can't like, I get the whole like Raphael like telling me to resonate with his fucking choral piece and like him saying, "Oh, you'll break it," and he holds my hands and is like, "Oh, resonate like this with me." And then I get into like that cutscene, but then it freezes, and then it doesn't let me get out of it. I just want to continue a story, but let me. I can do this real quick. Oh yeah, I don't know why it does that. It's so weird. See, the same thing happened. You were there when the same thing happened with Silas's one, and on mobile it didn't change anything. So I'm kind of worried that it's the same for Raphael's. Is BlueStacks all? I'll try, because it did the same for Silas's one. And for Silas it didn't matter because it was like the last one, right? But for Raphael it literally only at 6. Sit on the bench near the basketball court and watch the ball arc through the air and precisely hit the back rim of the hoop. It bounces back into Xavier's hands. It's hard to fully appreciate the rare sunset. Sometimes I haven't seen much since graduation. It won't be long until we meet Soren. I consciously lower my head to look at my phone. It still has my chat with him. We're still a little unclear about this student. Would you go over some details with us in person? How about we meet up in 20 minutes at the lecture hall in the main teaching building?
Sorry, I'm at the student union. There's a student council meeting right now. It won't end until at least 7 p.m.
It's okay, we'll wait for you downstairs at the student union.
You've been quiet for a while.
Huh? Really? Xavier stops moving and stands by the 3-point line. He gazes at me.
We know he's in a meeting inside this building. Unless his evil lets him create wings so he can fly away, we'll definitely see him.
I look at the open door in front of the student union, then I look at Xavier's calm face. I wonder what's making the victims stay quiet about the study event. And then there's Soren. He knows why we're here, but doesn't say anything. If he's really behind this, that's some nerve.
Maybe he doesn't want to get caught up in any trouble. Either way, we'll be able to ask him soon. And if he still refuses to talk, we can investigate.
He keeps gazing at me. His eyes are firm and steady. I nod. Then he offers me the basketball.
Want to try?
No, his invitation is actually his way of offering me a break from mission. I can't bring myself to refuse, so I stand up. Sure. After a brief warm-up, I confidently aim the ball at the hoop. But before I can throw it, a sparrow just lands on the hoop. Interrupted by that, I turn to look at Xavier. If the Wanderer's appearance isn't coincidence, then it just confirms our suspicions. Someone lured us here on purpose.
Should we call for backup in advance? Or are you implying there's a high chance the Ether Core is here? I'm going to guess the latter.
Sparrow is attracted to a small ball of light and flies away. Xavier moves closer and supports my arm.
Aim it a bit higher. Good.
He's helping me to
Now
throw the ball! It's cute. My accuracy is slightly off this time. The ball hits the backboard and rolls to my feet. I bend down to pick it up. Maybe it's not as terrible as we think it is. It could just be a coincidence, and Soren is a dedicated vice president of the student counselor. He does seem to be a good, well-behaved student, sort of like you. Xavier takes the ball from my hand and steps back to give me a demonstration.
Perhaps it's because he looks like a good student that makes him the best at doing things behind the scenes. After all, people don't write their secrets on their faces. The calmer the water's surface, the easier it is to hide dangerous undercurrents.
The ball leaves his hand and once again goes through the hoop with a precise shot. As it bounces back, I intercept it before it reaches him. You always have a lot to say about other people, but what about you? Recalling a blurry yellowish photo from the research center, I move closer to Xavier. Maybe it's the backlight that causes flickering spots to appear in my vision. My consciousness falters for a moment. Xavier, when I first saw him, Xavier in the non-hunt zone, Xavier in the research center, Xavier playing basketball at sunset. They appear in front of me all at once. They line up gracefully and blend into the figure of the person before me.
Me?
What secret are you hiding behind your calm face? From the distance past to the present, who are you really? Even though I am so close to you, experienced all these life and death situations with you, I still cannot seem to fully understand you.
Huh?
Xavier's puzzled gaze lingers on my face and suppressed the question in my heart. The only thing I eventually say is, I was going to ask if you're truly a good student, or do you have some secret? After thinking for a moment, he speaks in a calm tone.
I'd say I'm a good student. I paid attention in class and always kept my eyes on the front of the classroom. That's how I kept ending up making eye contact with a classmate who frequently turned around during class.
Looks at me with a knowing gaze. I look back into his eyes and feel as if everything sounds familiar. Maybe your classmate just wanted to check the clock at the back of the classroom, see how much time was left before class was over.
Oh. You're asking if I have a hidden side to me like Soren?
He responded with a question. Now it's my turn to think about my answer. Fortunately, Xavier doesn't seem to expect one from me. Instead, he slightly lowers his head as if he is talking to himself.
But the parts of me you think you know, and the parts you think you don't know, they make up who I am. All of me. Right here in front of you.
We no longer pay attention to basketball. The sound of its bouncing on the ground echoes in my ears. It isn't until I see Xavier's hand wave in front of me that I realize the lingering sound is my heartbeat.
I think we have a new lead.
I compose myself and look in the direction that Xavier is pointing in. I catch sight of the enthusiastic student from yesterday's interview. He's walking out of the student union. Didn't he say he needed a week off after the Wanderer attack? I grab Xavier's arm. Something's not right, let me ask. Before we get close, the student immediately recognizes me and Xavier. He sadly waves at us. I don't know about this.
What a coincidence! Why are you here?
Didn't you say you were going to take a week's leave at home? What brings you back? With no time to lose, I get straight to the point, but the student looks confused.
Huh? Did I say that yesterday? I don't remember at all. After the attack, my friend said my memory had gotten worse. I thought I was getting better over the past couple of days.
I don't like where this is going. I exchange a glance with Xavier. My eyes say something's wrong.
What do you remember then? Do you recall attending a study event around 2 weeks ago? Did anything strange happen at that time?
A study event?
He frowns, thinking hard for a long time, and then suddenly something draws on him.
It wasn't weird, but we did come across something intriguing. When we visited the Deepspace Exploration Research Center, there was this unique piece of equipment on the 3rd floor. For a short while, I felt like I walked straight into a haunted house.
Okay. Dramatically gestures, still looking a bit shaken.
It looked exactly like that haunted house I'm always terrified of. I almost screamed. After the tour, others said they had the same feeling. That for a moment, they fell into a really scary place.
Okay. But you're saying you all had a hallucination? Who else was there?
It was just the 5 of us, and the vice president. The guy had to step out for a bit, so we were on our own.
It's not a hallucination. This is something the RMFMA can also do.
No, you mean...
To make a long story short, it's like recreating a plane of existence and overlapping it with our reality. But only a few people know about this. We surely underestimated Soren.
Xavier grabs my wrist with one hand and supports my back with the other.
Hold on.
Wait, you know where he is?
The research center. He'll get there before us.
Oh. Oh. Daylight's last glimmer sinks below the horizon and night arrives. As we stand in front of the research center again, the building takes on a more mysterious air under the night sky. Soren stands under the skylight on the 3rd floor. His back faces us.
You're quicker than I thought.
I should have known the moment I saw you.
Xavier stops behind him. After a brief pause of tension, Soren turns around.
Do you think you can still order me around, Xavier?
What the fuck? He has a glance at me, then he looks away.
You can't, and neither can she.
Sudden gust of wind stirs the indoor air. My heart trembles as I sense a faint energy fluctuation. Xavier, something's here. A light blade from Xavier's hand. I also take out my firearm from my belt holster. I walk over and stand next to him. Let's take down Soren before the Wanderer arrives. But before I can get close to Soren, disappears. Damn. I hear his voice behind me.
It's too late. It'll take you to the place you've always wanted to visit.
What? He can also teleport? Could he be... The intensity of energy fluctuation significantly soars. Xavier's hunter watch as well as mine beep at the same time before I can reach. In the shadow corner where the moonbeams doesn't reach, a colossal beast has stirred to life. This energy is fierce.
A wanderer with an ether core.
It can't stay here. We need to lure it out. The light blade cleaves through the heavy darkness. Its slow waves ripple to the end of the corridor. The Wanderer pauses its assault before creating an even fiercer wall of wind. He charges towards one of us again.
You took the bait.
Me? Who? A huge, I guess, mini storm? A huge shadow looms over us. I turn around and aim my gun. The expected protofield doesn't materialize. Instead, I feel a sudden coldness on my face, as if I am being pulled through a barrier. Out of the corner of my eye, okay. Before everything goes completely dark, I reach for Xavier's hand, and I grab nothing. Damn. Damn, this is so sad. Nebulae tranquil hang in the sky as if they are eyes of the universe. Faint rays of light spill over the shadows of trees that sway like waves. This feels like Protofield. Countless waves of both strong and subtle forces swirl through my heart. I stand in this unfamiliar forest, enveloped in thick fog. This definitely isn't a regular protofield. The energy he is erratic. I can read. And the fluctuations are violent. Xavier, can you hear me? I can call out to him several times, but only the wind rustling in the branches and leaves answers me. He was probably dragged into the protofield too. I have to find him quickly. I look up and a meteor streaks across the sky. It leaves behind a trail of fire as it flies past the tops of the wall. You know the way the meteor. Several more followers soon before I can say more. All of them are heading towards one side of the forest. I can't help but follow them, and in an instant, the night sky is able to. Night sky is ablaze with countless rays of light. Oh my god, I don't know what the fuck my eyes were seeing. Holy shit. Meteors pour down like rain. They disperse the fog and darkness with plague the forest as they fall in the same direction. I feel like the flickering of the background is messing with my reading. They're guiding me. I walk faster, gradually quickening my pace until I break into a sprint. Like me, the meteors fall even more intensely and rapidly. It's as if they're urging me to run with all my might. Not seeing your model blink each eye. I know I have to fucking fix her.
Is that you?
Is that you? It is me. Xavier's what's there?
Where are you?
Even though I can clearly hear Xavier's voice, I don't know where it's coming from. Is it in front of me, or is it echoing from the depths of my heart? I think it's cool. Nah, I wanna. I still like my model, but I feel like I need to like redraw some aspects of her. And then I think I'm just gonna pay someone to rig it, cause like, yeah. But for that I have to have money, and I don't have money right now. Well, I do, but soon I won't have more model job. Well, see, I like everything about her. It's just the face. It's just the face that is like, yeah. Need a regular life. I mean, yeah. It's just I don't know when I can afford one yet, because this month I had to buy car, so I don't have job, so both yeah. I am willing to do it. Okay. You know, I can clearly hear Zara's voice. I don't know where it's coming from. Is it from in front of me, or is it echoing from the depths of my heart? Brilliant arcs of light flashing before me as the wind's whistle resounds in my ears. My heart surges, overwhelmed by the surrounding chaotic energy. I had a bad feeling. Please stay safe, Savior. I hope nothing bad happens to you. As I traverse the dense forest, a mirror-like lake suddenly comes into view. Meteors streak down, falling into the expanse where the lake meets the sky. The energy fluctuation gets even stronger now. It's pulling at my heart to the point where I struggle to breathe. Overwhelmed, I stumble and sink to my knees.
I'm not interested in playing hide and seek.
Oh, damn.
Come out.
Damn. Xavier? I frantically look around and spot Xavier near the lake shore. Around, another figure quickly appears in front of him.
We're old friends at the end of the day, right? But you decided to greet me with a sword. That's cruel.
Soren, no, that's just an illusion. Soren adjusts his glasses and his previously friendly, bashful expression vanishes.
You haven't changed even after all these years. You're still afraid of Starfall Forest.
As if you're any different. To you, the ends always justify the means.
What are you trying to say? You have no right to criticize me!
Soren's laughter twists with rage, controls his features into an unsettling and unrecognizable expression.
I used my life's work on you. I did everything I could to help you pass through the Deepspace tunnel. And what did I get in return? I was abandoned, trampled on, and turned into an outcast in this time and space.
What?
Those were the rewards for your choices.
His figure vanishes with his words. He reappears in front of Soren. In the blink of an eye, the tip of his sword poised to kill. What the hell is that? Oh my god, angry! Sounded sharp, laser blades rain down at Soren. Only his panicked voice can be heard within the dazzling spectacle of light.
You. Killing an apparition is a waste of time.
Then why did you dodge?
Beam of light descends and the apparition is sliced in half. It's not just an illusion, somehow it and his actual body are connected. Struggling, I rush to help Xavier, but I fall again. The energy in the surrounding area has changed. Wait, Xavier's eval is flurry of attack continues, and there's no room for counterattacks. Nothing is out of the ordinary in terms of his appearance yet. His usually serene sparks of light scattered and fly chaotically around him, as if they lost control. Agitated and consumed by something.
It's time to put an end to this charade.
Wait! You can kill me. But what about her?
What about me, huh? Mirror falls into the center of the lake. It awakens the sparkling light into a awake illusion. Oh, not me. Lol. The silhouette wears a hunter's uniform. It's hard to make out. It is unmistakably familiar. It's me. Oh, it is me! My head, it hurts, but why? Yet it's the moment I realize something. Soren created this illusion to distract Xavier. He's using his lapse in judgment to attack Xavier's mind with his evil. And in any other situation, Xavier would have no difficulty dealing with this type of evil. But with how chaotic the protofield is along with his power, Xavier falters, but he slowly regains his footing. When he raises his hand, his unfocused eye resembles a frozen lake. They're cold and empty.
It can't be her. She's not a sacrifice. I will put an end to everything.
Oh. Xavier, I'm right here. It's an illusion. Brass, we can buy Xavier's attacks so bullets make an appreciation. Oh my god, I can't. Stagger, I can't. You are reluctant, sullen expression. The apparition dissipates. Energy fluctuation also calms down. Even though the apparition on the on the water surface is gone, Xavier continues to head towards the center of the lake. His expression is cold and his movements are stiff. It's as though an invisible force is pulling him along. This isn't good. The evil is still controlling Xavier. I rush out to stop him. Xavier. Please don't break game!
A planet that uses to survive. Doesn't deserve to be saved.
Come back to reality, Sarah. Don't lose. Oh. Look, I'm right here.
You are... You can't stay here. Run. Otherwise, you'll... as well.
His powers is fading. Is this space trying to consume him? What's going on? Why can't I control your evil?
It's okay. Starfall Forest will stop once it has enough power. It will. I didn't protect you before. At least, It chose me this time.
Sometimes I forget serious fiction. Enough power. If require power should satisfy.
No.
Xavier.
You really are reckless.
It didn't break! There's the last one. Maybe. Maybe not. Do you recognize me, Xavier?
Hey. Are you okay?
Don't move. I apply a medicine to the wounds on his arms, but he abruptly pulls away. I almost dropped the bandage. Sarah ignores my command and grabs my shoulder. He gives me a once-over. I'm fine. Don't tell me you're underestimating the power of the Aether Core.
I underestimated you. An Aether Core's power isn't something anyone should mess with. If you use it carelessly, the protofield would have devoured you. What then?
Couldn't just stand there. I can control it. Couldn't just stand there and watch you get consumed. Saving you took priority.
You didn't answer the question. What will happen then?
I don't know. I'm dead, I guess. His hand gripped my shoulder more tightly. I glanced at Xavier's pursed lips and pat his tense arm. Xavier, are you mad? Is she mad? I'll admit, I was a little reckless, but wouldn't you have done the same thing if you were me? Don't be upset, it won't help you heal and might affect your evil.
You always have so many reasons, but you never listen to me.
I will next time. I poke his face again and again until he reveals a helpless smile. He takes the bandage beside him, quickly wraps it around his arm a couple times, and stands up.
The energy fluctuations around us have only temporarily subsided. They could spike again at any moment. And Soren is adding fuel to the fire. We need to get out of here before he makes his next move.
While you were still unconscious, I used my able to scout the area. This protofield does more than just devour power. It can't find its boundaries at all. I can't find its boundaries at all. It's like a space where if you shout, there won't be an echo.
Don't worry.
After getting his bearings, Xavier leads me deeper into the forest.
The protofield's environment was based on my memories, so there might be something that can help us leave.
I've never heard of wanderers that could invade and read memories before. Or does this wanderer connection with the Aether Core make it different?
There's also the possibility that Soren made some modifications to it.
After a brief silence, I carefully chose my words before speaking. Soren, he used to be your ally, right?
It was a long, long time ago.
The light blade slides through several overgrown branches to clear the path. It dissipates into shimmering specks of light.
He changed his appearance and hid his evil. He needs to hide his secrets and also be in a position to strike me down if needed.
I immediately remember the earliest moments I faced with Xavier. When we first met at the abandoned research space, with the Lumini Wars, oh my god. And the robots watching us at Azure Square. He sent them.
Maybe.
Xavier holds out small light as if sensing something. He releases it and lets out a dry laugh.
This forest. It's a trap clearly designed for me. This can only be his doing.
He really seems to know you well, but he also hates you. Recalling the conversations I heard, I hesitate for a second. Did something happen in this forest? Is that why we're afraid of it? Moonlight gently falls, softening Xavier's features, the blurred, then I hear his voice again.
Rather than what's already happened, I'm more afraid of what might come in the future. But right now, you terrify me the most.
What?
You used the power of the ether core this time. I'm worried about what you'll do next.
What I've done can't be compared to your actions. Why don't you tell me what you did in the past? Backing him into a corner.
We're here.
Wow, avoiding my question? Wow. Wow. Following his gaze, I see a massive spaceship hidden behind the towering trees. Unlike the wreckage I saw in the no-hunt zone number 42, this one is more intact with far more sophisticated engineering. Inside are various unfamiliar devices that set up a form of makeshift command centers. It's surrounded by papers lying scattered all over the place.
You really are here.
You're not planning to use the spaceship to take us out of the protofield, right?
It can break through even the most chaotic gravitational energy flux. A protofield might not stand a chance against it. Let's just try it and see.
He flips several switches one by one. Faint blue lights illuminate.
Traceback 2. Phyllis 1101, PLS, is now online.
Phyllis, the name sounds familiar.
It's my homeland. A place far away from here.
I silently repeat the name to myself and feel a strange sensation as it resounds the depths of my heart. I pick up a paper next to him. The messy handwriting and symbols seem like they're from another universe. Backtrack, logbook, spatio-temporal, oh my god, coordinates per minute. Oh my god, what are these words? You and Sir were both members of the Backtrackers?
Yes.
The image of the spacer slowly loads onto a floating holographic screen. He scans the complex data line by line.
Even though we called it a small group, There were quite a lot of us at one point. But after all this time, only a few of us remain.
Basic spaceship inspection complete. Please enter your password and verify your identity.
Sarah doesn't respond and continues to press certain buttons on the panel. Then he places his hand on one side of the screen.
Your identity has been verified. It's been a long time, Captain.
Captain!
Prepare for departure.
Understood. Commencing pre-flight checks.
Aren't you going to ask me more questions?
I don't know.
You must have many more questions. I won't hide anything. Just ask.
I don't have a lot. Like, I do have a lot. Like, who are the backtrackers? Why did you come to this world? And where did this spaceship come from? However, you said everyone has secrets and motives. At the very least, I know you're not my enemy. Ah, yes, this part. That's all the assurance I need. Besides, now is not the best time for long stories. But let me say this first. This doesn't mean I won't ask for more questions later. Hehehe. Once we're out of this mess, you're going to tell me everything slowly and in great detail. Yes.
I'm okay with that.
Hell yes! Satisfied as I nod. When I step back, my hand accidentally flips the switch. Huh?
Oh, celestial body of mine, slumbering adrift in darkness.
This is my saving.
Which never heeds the whispers of life.
A pair of hands covers my eyes before the words can finish. Cover my ears before the words can finish.
It's not me.
Really?
No.
Then why can't I listen to it? Seeing his ear turns red, I can't help but chuckle. I pat his arm, resting across his face. Alright. It's someone else, or maybe the spaceship misses its captain so much that it's imitating your voice for fun.
Yes, I agree. It's something like that.
During the brief silence, Xavier releases me and quickly shuts off the recording. I'm about to tease him again when the alarm makes us tense.
Protocore energy is low. Unable to start. Please refill the protocore energy cells to ensure a successful journey.
While the red warning flashing lights, a sharp pang shoots through my chest. Xavier, the protofield is acting up again.
I know.
There's no doubt that Soren is manipulating the Wanderers hidden within the protofield, trying to trap us again.
Prepare for launch.
It's recommended to refill the protocore energy cells before takeoff. Do you still want to proceed with the launch?
Yes.
Understood. Initiating countdown.
Don't worry.
Before I can object, Xavier pushes me into a seat in the cockpit.
Protocore energy isn't the only thing that can fuel this spaceship.
Okay.
Although it can't support long voyages, escaping this protofield should be no problem.
After pressing a few buttons on the control panel, he takes something from the cabin and fastens it to his wrist. He sits down in the cockpit and takes my hand. He's pressing it against his chest, and a sense of foreboding washes over me.
I need you.
He needs me! You're going to use your email as fuel? No. I tried to put my hand away, but he tightly holds onto it. Don't even think about it. This profile already drained your energy. You're not allowed to use your evil right now. It's very obvious that fueling this spaceship will be too much for him.
It's not a big deal. Using evol as emergency fuel is actually one of this spaceship's unique features. In the past, evol came to our rescue during several crises. It enabled us to make safe emergency landings. Besides, I've got you here with me.
Okay.
You're aware of the changes an ether core can bring. With your current strength, you can resonate and enhance my evol, right?
But
only you have the power to help us safely leave the protofield. ... Trust me.
He cups my cheek with his other hand. With a soft voice, he makes a promise.
Your power will keep me safe.
Counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7.
My heartbeat races whenever it's because of our current circumstances, or the intensified energy fluctuations in my chest grow sharper. Aim the blaring alarm. The spaceship begins its final countdown. Flickering lights rattles into chaos. Sarah looks at me, his expression as calm as it always is. He's waiting for me to respond. Alright, let all your power flow through me. I'll keep you safe, I promise.
I know.
Damn. Do I have to hold? Violent tremors and a sense of weightlessness engulf us. Over countless voyages through the areas of space, the spaceship plunges into the unknown once more. He sat you down, but he's standing. It's okay. We don't have sitting animation. It's okay. Literally, earlier Raphael was sleeping on the floor, but he was like sleeping in standing. But he was supposed to be sleeping on the floor. Chaotic energy crashes into the spaceship. The air currently instantly tears apart the scenery outside the port. I hear a high-pitched whistle. As chaos envelopes my vision, like the warm forces stay tightly connected with me. It flows steadily from my hand and gradually covers the words in a dazzling light. It overwhelms my sense. But then... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Weird, it feels like something is suppressing Xavier's evil, preventing a complete resonance. Let's see, thank you.
Keep going.
Xavier tightly presses my hand against his chest. Even in the blinding lights, his gaze stays calm and gentle. Hope it's not deadly. Oh my god. Let's see, thank you. I grit my teeth and forge that power into a sharp blade. Slowly but surely, it cuts through the invisible barrier along the spaceship. The spaceship itself is ripped open, which creates tremendous energy fluctuations and tremor in the distance. A massive shadow looms.
At last. We forced it to show its true form. Get ready. It's time to deal the finishing blow.
Okay. Okay.
Let's bring it down together. This one might be a handful.
Be careful. My turn.
Step back. It's time.
Here we go. I'll feel the fatal blow. I'm okay. Let's take it down first. I'm getting the hang of this.
Now that was an exciting battle. Watch out. Do you remember the techniques? The enemies are weak. Now's our chance.
I'll show you.
Weak.
It's a deer. A deer.
Come to me.
Ow!
Be careful not to get time.
Here we go.
I'll forge a new sword with you.
Eat this.
Are you okay? Are you alright?
Stop.
Become one with your sword and...
I'll show you.
Do you remember the techniques? The enemies are weak. Now's our chance.
Bring it on. Pay attention.
Now that was an exciting battle.
What the fuck? What the fuck? It's so laggy! Holy shit! Oh my god, that was just laggy.
Xavier. Go back to the pit you came
Do you
from.
want to go home together?
Sure.
Oh, I did it. BlueStacks did not like that though. Deafening roar fills my mind and strips away my sense. Suddenly, it's as if a rift splits the space. It ushers us into a burst of gentle light, and as several long seconds, the discomfort fades. I slowly open my eyes. Everything comes into focus, and there is the RMFMA standing serenely just a couple of meters away. We're back in the research center. My sense returns to my body. I scramble to my feet and frantically search Xavier.
You're struggling to find me, huh?
A familiar voice calls out behind. I turn and see Xavier's leaning against the nearby wall. A bright red light and his flickers a few times before settling down under my worried gaze. This light is flashing. Still want to crack a joke?
I'm fine. Just a little tired.
He opens his palm and hands me an aether core fragment. It glows.
For its sake, sit with me for a bit.
Ooh. Unable to resist Xavier's expectant eyes, I approach him and sit down.
I already sent the collected data and our coordinates back to HQ. The police will also be involved. They'll be here within 15 minutes.
We don't have that much time. We need to. I'm about to get up, but he grabs my
Let's make the
arm.
most out of these uninterrupted 15 minutes.
Oh! I feel a cool touch at my ear after Xavier pulls out a pair of wireless ear. Oh.
There's just enough time for one song. Then we'll be in a hurry again.
Okay. We'll listen to songs together, okay. Who invites a girl to listen to music with a wireless earbud? You should have offered me wired earbuds, that way we'd be close enough that we couldn't drift apart.
I'm too tired to drift into a place that's far away from you. And I wouldn't, even if I could.
Oh. Outside of the skylight, nothing more dawns. Or another dawn. Okay. As Xavier expected, updating his intel and what happened on campus, as though the tracking down the Wanderer. After leaving Prestera University, Xavier unsurprisingly retreats to his bedroom. Meanwhile, I return to the associates with the Aether Core fragment. After the brief mission report, Captain Jenna warns me about a reckless but also commends us for successfully completing the mission. With the order to return home and rest, I time my visit to line up with Xavier recharging period. I bring supplies to the 6th floor. After several rings, Xavier finally opens the door, his hair all tousled. It looks perfect.
You're finally back.
Not tousled. You look like you just woke up. Were you speaking as if you've been waiting for a while?
Well, you just saw me. How can you tell I haven't been waiting long?
He effortlessly reaches behind me and takes the plastic bags.
It felt like forever.
I slip on my slippers and head to the living room. Xavier is already intently unpacking the bags full of food next to the coffee table. He pulls the 2 food boxes from the plastic bag and removes their packaging.
Is this from that store downstairs at the association? You went back there?
You need to recharge, so someone had to return to the Aether Core fragment. So someone had to return the
Right. Thanks, partner.
Okay, Captain Jenna wants me to relay a message to you.
What is it?
With mashed potatoes still in mouth, Xavier looks up with a spoon. It's held between his lips. It's a warning, she said. If you deliberately put her team members in danger again, she won't let you off the hook.
Got it. I'll remind her about settling the other 5 verbal warnings she gave me.
In that brief silence, Xavier lowers his gaze and eats his mashed potatoes and one spoonful at a time.
Did Prestara University say anything?
The surveillance and witnesses protection are ongoing, but we still haven't found Soren.
If we haven't found him by now, chances are we never will.
Damn. He casually talks about it, but his words carry a mixture of indiscernibility, emotion, indescribable emotion. Oh my god. I decided not to dwell on it. Do you know where he's gone either?
Nope.
Nope. Cool. As I reflect upon everything, the vague, tangled clues pile up and cast a large shadow behind the clear image of Soren. Getting out of his precarious situation unscathed isn't something he could accomplish. Only a few groups could pull that off. Who's supporting him? After finishing a box of mashed potatoes, Xavier retrieves a stack of documents and a sealed bag from under the coffee table. Inside the sealed bag is a tiny button-sized device. I couldn't help but pick it up. What is this?
Ulysses found it at the research center. He urgently sent it over. Initial tests show it has a radio frequency chip that can resonate with metaflux fluctuations.
So this little thing is the culprit behind the RMFMA malfunction and even the tools Soren used to lure the Wanderer.
Yes.
The room falls in silent then. I follow the train of my thoughts and speak up. Can you also use this device to recreate a plane of existence or overlap it with reality? You mentioned earlier that this is something only your people know about.
That's right. But you know I don't like illusion stuff.
Sarah calmly says. I nod and put the sealed bag back on the table. Who can help him make that? Sarah doesn't respond immediately. Instead, he pushes a stack of documents towards me.
Here's the latest analysis and theories based on what we know. It includes a list of groups with similar tech. Go through it, and you'll come to your own conclusions.
So Xavier doesn't... As always, Xavier doesn't explain. It's as if he already at the finish line with the answers. He quietly waiting to see if I'll join him or choose a different path. However, I'm not connected with following his lead this time. I place my hand over his and stop the documents he's pushing towards me in their tracks. I'll read these later. Xavier, I'd rather trust what you have to say right now. After a brief pause, Xavier purses his lips and finally meets my intense gaze.
It's Ever.
Ever. Someone of the backtrackers are also involved. They're known oh my god. They know everything you know, and they have their eyes on you for some time, right?
Yes.
Reading for fucking 3 hours, I can't no more, my eye. These make them our common enemy then. Outside, the leaves rustle as the wind slips in through a gap in the window. The curtains flutter. My shadow merges with Xavier's, and it feels like the impenetrable door in his heart has opened slightly. This time, we're finally standing on the same side. Whoa! Well, we're done with that. I have to figure out how I can get the thing with Raphael further. I have no clue. Well, change. Uh-oh, what else can I do? Up here. Else. Yeah, I'm fine with that. But, anyways, chat. I shall end stream here. It was fun, but I can't read no more. My reading capabilities went downhill the last like hour to 30 minutes, so I think it is time to go and do other stuff. Good night, see you next year. Wow! What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I haven't been sleeping much lately. Is it that obvious?
But anyways, chat, thank you guys so much for joining me today, and yeah, thank you so much for the subs, for the bits, for the raid, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.